You crazy, NBA?
Oh, mercy, nurse.
Clyde was incredible. You just weren't used to seeing guys with that size have that kind of quickness and handle back then. It's commonplace today, but back then that was not the norm. And boy, his comfort with being 6'7" and being able to handle the ball and shoot it and play make and all those things, it was a sight to see.
The thing that made Clyde so special was, his athleticism was off the charts. And, I remember watching him in college when they had the great team Phi Slamma Jamma, and he came into the NBA dunking, but when you go back and you look at some of his college dunks, you're like, whoa.
First time.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Around the Rim, back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the great Clyde Drexler's career. Clyde Drexler was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, and grew up in South Park area of Houston, Texas, where he would attend Ross Sterling High School. Drexler was cut from his high school varsity team in his early years, but didn't let that get him down as he proceeded to work on his game, and by his senior year, having grown to 6'6", and a standout performance of 34 points and 27 rebounds, he started to gain major buzz on the college level. He ended up attending the University of Houston, where he would play alongside his future Houston Rockets teammate Hakeem Olajuwon. While there, he made 2 Final Four appearances, losing one to North Carolina and the next year losing in the championship game to NC State. While at the school, he averaged 15 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals, playing tremendous defense throughout his college stint, as well as earning second-team All-American rights in 1983. After the crushing defeat in the national championship game, he entered the NBA draft and was selected 14th by the Portland Trail Blazers. In his first year with the Portland Trail Blazers, he averaged 7 points in 17 minutes of play. In his second year, having given more minutes, he took a major leap, going from 7 points a game to 17 points, along with 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals, while shooting 50% from the field. His third year in the league is where he took that all-star leap, making his first all-star team, averaging 18 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals, again on great efficiency. The Trailblazers held a 40-42 record this year. Now you would think that the team would be doing a lot better with Drexler progressing year by year, but this wasn't the case because they messed up by drafting Sam Bowie with the second pick when they could have had Michael Jordan or Charles Barkley, who were drafted 3rd and 4th, so the team wasn't doing so well at this point. After many first-round crushing defeats, Clyde was finally able to break through in 1989-1990 season, averaging 23 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, with 2 steals. Clyde made the All-Star team along with All-NBA third-team honors, and the Trailblazers held a 59-23 record. On this run, he would go up against the Dallas Mavericks in the first round, beating them 3-0 with ease, averaging 16 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds with 4 steals and a block and a half, playing amazing defense once again. In round 2, he would go up against a tough Spurs team where the Spurs would end up pushing them 7 games, and Portland would come out on top by 3 points, winning that game 108-105. Clyde averaged 21 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 2.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Going through his career, I was amazed to see how good a passer and defender he was. In the conference finals, he would end up meeting the Phoenix Suns, beating them in 6 games while putting up 20 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Then he would meet up against the bad boy Pistons in the finals, losing in 5 games, which was a pretty easy gentleman's sweep for the Pistons. Clyde was still on a quest for glory. The next year, he would make it all the way back to the conference finals against Magic Johnson's Lakers. He averaged 22 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, and 2.5 steals during this run, but it wasn't enough. And what's even worse is that the player who he was up against for the best shooting guard in the league, Michael Jordan, would capture his first ring that year, making it even more crushing loss to Clyde Drexler, seeing somebody who he's always being pit against win his first ring to the team that he just lost to. With more fuel added to his fire, he would make it back to the finals the next year. He beat the Lakers, who beat them in the conference finals in the first round 3-1. Then he beat Charles Barkley's Phoenix Suns 4-2 and would beat the Utah Jazz led by Karl Malone and Jock Stockton 4-2. He would eventually lose to the GOAT Michael Jordan in the finals, but no one would ever be able to beat Michael Jordan in the finals, so there's no shame in this loss. He did go off in this run, raising his averages from 22 points the year prior to 26 points while still averaging 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and a steal and a half and a block. He would eventually find his glory later down the road, linking up with Hakeem Olajuwon on the Houston Rockets, helping Hakeem go back-to-back. On that run, he averaged 20 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal and a half. He ended his career with 1 first-team All-NBA, 2 second-team selections, 2 third-team selections. He was a 10-time All-Star, an NBA champion, and over his career, he averaged 20 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal and a half, and a block. What amazed me the most about his career when I was looking into his past was the amount of assists, steals, and blocks he would average. It just looked like he was an amazing facilitator and defender. Like to be a shooting guard playing the off guard alongside Terry Porter, who's the point guard on the team, and you're still putting up 6, 7, 8 assists a game while averaging 2.5 steals for most of your career, averaging a block for most of your career, putting up 20 plus points. He is well deserving of being a top 75 player, having led Portland to 2 finals appearances, multiple conference finals appearances, and helping the Houston Rockets repeat. That is my historic player video of the week, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And if there's any player that you guys would like me to discuss and to dive into, just leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to do that. Peace, guys.